Hi everyone. I hope some voices and sneeze being said correctly. Yeah, we are live. So in the previous video, we did this one, right? You can go to provide feedback, and it will have all the message. And if you send a message, it will just appear there, right? So hello, this is the message. Click on enter. And you'll get this, right? You'll get the timestamp also. Currently it's at 12 August 23, so you'll get the timestamp. So this is working for us, but now we can't upload pictures, right? So today we'll start with uploading pictures so that we can even send the pictures also. Okay. So once this is done, the next thing I'm to implement is we'll create a dummy app where we can even reply it. Okay. So that I can use that app to send the reply for all of this. So we'll try out that. Okay. So let's get started. So let's go to our feedback thing. So feedback view. This is where you send the message, right? You set the message. So what we can do now is here we don't send. If you see here, the image URL is just an image path. There is an empty path, right? So what we can do is when you select an image, can we upload the image and then put the URL? Let's try it. So how this will work is when you select an image, you write a message and click on enter. So it will first upload the image, put the URL here, then send the message, right? I think that will work out. So we're not putting directly blob system. So yeah, that's it. So here, when we check the validity, right? We are checking for is valid. This is where we can. So here, first to do is upload the image and then get the URL if available. Okay. So if there is image, we upload it, get the URL, then we'll do this. Okay. So I think this will be a good thing. And we've already done this. So if you go to learnings, right? Picture of the day. So here, if you see here, right, you select an image, and here this is what we upload the image directly. Now we don't want to show any snapshot for this, so we'll just show a loading state on the send button itself. So the loading state and the send button will show a loading state, so that it can show that the message is going and then send it. Okay. So this is what we can do. We'll use the same thing. Okay, we'll just use the same image speaker. Okay, we already implemented the image speaker thing, right? Yeah, we already implemented this, right? We already get the image. Hi, Vishal. So if you see this, Yeah, Vishal, yeah. You joined me for 2-3 days, I guess, right? So, what are you learning? Yes. Seems like you were interested in learning some things, right? Did you get started with something? Just see the selected image, right? So when you wanted to upload the image, what file are we sending? This is what I have to see once. So here on the selected image, selected image path. So I put the image. So whatever we are getting, this is the X data, right? We'll be getting an X file from here. Yeah, I think both C++ and Python are good choice. Like Python will give you like the adrenaline thing, right? You can do so many things at a time. C++ may get tougher, but yeah, you'll enjoy that also. That will give you at least a low level programming. That is good. But yeah, Python will be interesting. You can do many things just writing a simple code, and the packaging system is also very huge, right? You can pick up any library and you can do many things. So yeah, I wish you learn more and more. So this one, and give me a second. Yeah, so when we got the path, right, what we did is we used it in the upload stream, right? You see here. This gets the X file, if you see, and we'll just upload the picture. This one. So upload picture, and it turns you the stream. We won't be waiting for the stream, like or we can actually, it's not an issue. But if you go with the stream way, then we need to follow the same thing. How this stream can be useful is like yeah, so what we can do is, so when you click on the send, right, if you select a stream, we will send the message here. We can put a loading state for the image to be sent, right? Will that work? It may. No, we should not complicate it that much. So for now, what we can do is, when you select an image, right? So you can select an image like this, and if you write something, and when you click on send, we'll first upload this image, and keep this in a loading state for that much time until it's uploaded and we get the URL to be sent, right? I know it will not give a good feedback, like you have to keep on waiting to get this image being uploaded, right? But I think for the initial state, we will see after it's done, right? Then we'll see on it. Okay. So what we can do is, here on feedback, this is select image, right? So this will get the image, this one. We are using the image part to get the, so we'll not be using the image part, we'll using directly the image. Okay. So this, what will this return? This will return the X file thing, right? And now if you go to select image, whoever is calling that will not get the path, we'll get the image. We can get the image path or just make it as an empty. Select point control. Okay, so this is what we'll be getting, and now we have the image path, that is correct. But on this, so we get the image also, right? This one. So we can do one thing here. So let's create one X file. This one, okay, X file called image. So, and this image can just be here, right? So now we have this image, so image will be there, and here what we can do, if there is an image, okay, if image not equals to null, that means there is an image, we'll upload the image, right? So we can do something like upload image, we'll pass the image here, and here we'll try to get the image URL after the upload is done. Once this is done, we can do something here. So string image URL, not string image URL equals to this empty. We can just this one, this will do. So if there is something, it will just put here, right? Just put image URL here. So now in the upload image, so this feedback does not have a repo, right? So let's make a repo here. Repository dot class feedback repo okay, something like this. And here, this is where we'll use the stored picture thing. So we'll get a file, we'll use the same thing here, like how we used. Something like this, and we need to get the storage thing also, right? These two things should be done. go to repository, just put on this, get the Firebase storage. We'll get the boolean, future of boolean actually, future of boolean. Load image, not boolean, we will get a string. Okay. And here we put this path, we need to import the give me a second. So this should be it, and we need to import image picker data. Okay, so we get this. Now what we need to do is, what will this do? Upload a file from the file system. The file must exist. Optionally you can also set metadata. We don't want to do this, so what we want to do is reference dot what is right? Writes a remote storage object to the local file system if the file already exists in the given location to be overridden. No. Put file, and if you put this file, right, it is a file name, or what do we need to put in the file? We need to put the path of the file. Okay, so now this is the value of the local. This is an upload task, right? So this will return a stream actually. The file dot we can use await because will it make any sense? Task snapshot. Upload a file from file system. The file must exist only. What we can do is give me a second. Let's see. Just open Google Chrome. So here we can do this, and once we await for this, we can just return this will return a picture of string. Okay, that is what we want, right? So you wait for this to upload, then you get the string. So upload image here. Feedback repository dot upload image, and here we can just get the image, right? The value of type picture string can be assigned to a variable of type string. Yes, because I did not do an await, we'll do an await. This I'm putting, it will not be null because we are already checking it, right? I don't know, for some reason this is not accepting it, but yeah. So now this will upload an image and we'll get the image URL. Then we do this. Will this work? Let's check out. So now we need to restart, okay? Because we added a new class and all of this thing. This will make it a liver pod singleton control. So if you go to provide feedback and if you select an image, uploaded image in message, click on send. Okay, it says user is not authorized to perform the desired action. Seems like my Firebase, the restriction is not in test mode anymore. Give me a second, I'll just check it out. Now it should get started. So I just need to put this. Yeah. Now if I do once more, does that work? It does work, right? Upload message. This one. Now it needs to be of network call, right? So 1 second. Give me a second. So here, not empty, then we get from the file. If it's not empty, then we get from file. We need to make this a network, right? Image.network. And here we just need to put the URL, that will be the image URL. Save this. And now if you go to the, you get the image, right? So let's try once again. So you take a picture, select a picture, and if you put a caption, click on send. It did not work. Why did this come at the top? For some reason it went to the top. It is not, the ordering seems not correct, but we already have if you see here, right, where do we put the, where is our DB instance? Okay, this one, right? This is the instance. Order by child. We do have a timestamp, right? For some reason, one image is in the top, right? So this is on 12th August. Let me try one more. Try same image. Click on send. Yeah, this also appeared in the top. I genuinely have no idea. If I see on my database, it's correct there actually, but here for some reason it's not appearing in the correct place. Sending image, click on enter. So now if you see, the things are not correct, right? The image is supposed to come like whatever is first, right? But here it seems like sending message. So this is of 12th August. This is also of 12th August, right? I'm not ordering correctly. What is order by key? Generative view of data stored by key. Internet navigation combination started and navigation on. Generative view of the data stored by variables in there. By child, generative view of the data stored by variables in particular. Okay, but if you send a message, if you send a blank message, right? Why are we using this? I have no idea. You can use list view.builder. It can build the context of index. Just do a return of what we want. Is this. And here the item count will be on the message list. Message is lost length. What is missing? So this is for the message. This is for the ratio builder. And okay, so this one, and here what we need to do is this message equals to message list of index. So we get this, and but why are my messages like it's appearing on different part of it? So if you go to provide feedback, they're all mismatching things, right? This is now how it should be. So there is something called network cache, right? Give me a second. So there's something where to cache the image in PubDev. Let me get that. It's called cache network image. We'll be using that since it's taking some time to load up, right? So if you already have a load up, then cache network. So what we can do now is wherever we have this image, right? That is the network image. Where did our image go? This one. It's called cached, network cached. Why am I not getting anything? URL can be same as this one. Fit, yes, we do have fit also, and we'll just use content. What this will do is, like, if there is already an image, it will just save it to the local storage so that we don't have to keep on loading the image twice. If you see it, wait a second, let's reload it since a new package, that's why the issue may be coming. What is the problem? Let's stop this. Sometimes because of when you install a new package, right, this you get an issue sometime like this, like it does not understand like what's happening, and that's why you need to restart. Even the restart does not work, so you have to stop once. And so currently, since we are using this new package, right, called network cache, for caching up the network image, so it is causing some problem. It should give the image upload. We'll start the integration with Riverpod. Okay, I think we use too much of set state and spoiling the things, like it's not matching like how others are, right? So yeah. It's built. So if you go to provider scope, it loads up. It loads up the image that is good. Okay, now if you send a message here, hello, it's not working correctly, it is coming up here. That is not how we want. So even though we are using this, right, you see here we're doing an order by timestamp, right? So we do have a timestamp on our children, but still it does not work. And since this is of list, right, so we try to get this in form a list. So whenever we add a new message, everything gets reloaded. If you see, if you type here something, right, so new message, see, everything is reloading, right? That is not what we want. The whole list is getting generated from new, right? So creates a scrollable line area of age and demand. This construct is applicable for list view with large or infinite number of children because the builder is called only for those children that are actually visible, providing a non-null visit. Okay. Not this, and if the argument correspond to the sliver child will allocate automatically the append. So why does it rebuild? Is it because the whole list is changing here? I have no idea regarding this. Like, that is not a correct way, right? So if you type a message, your whole message should not get reloaded, right? Did it also happen when we're using so earlier we are using column, right, instead of this. I don't think we faced that issue. So previously what we were doing is like we're just returning single child scroll view, and as a child we'll put a column, and the children we just did final message in message list and put this, right? Do we get the error here? Do we get the full reload here also? Yeah. I don't think this is because of the set state, right? Is it? Right. So we remove set state. Same slide. Okay, it's because of the set state, so that will get removed. But still, one thing is not working, right? So if you see this message, they're not appearing on how it should appear, right? So what we can do is here when we get the list, this is not a correct way. We should always return a sorted from the database itself. Database will always give you faster than just looping over it. Okay. Sort so the list of the order split with the compared function. Not a sort yet. I've never used sort yet. So it says do like this, and if you do sort and get this two AB and this. Okay, so we need to put two message here. AB a dot timestamp compared to b dot timestamp. The method compared to convert condition work because the receiver can be null. Try making the call conditional using the return type int is int and referred by the closure. Okay, So what we'll do is we'll make this. It will not be okay. So this one here, right? Now this will be fine. We don't have to use this and this because there will always be something. And here okay, seems like sort cannot be used like this. Sort needs to be used after the list is reconstructed. Returns a negative number if this is if the equivalent positive and this is greater than those. So the ordering represents method is total ordering. How does this work? Let's see. So now this is correct, and if you put an image, the image should be coming at the bottom, right? Click on send, wait for some time. Since we remove the set state, right, so this image path and these things are not working, but yeah, this will work out. Okay, seems like good, but this is not a good way. Okay, sort will create a problem, so it will become too much when there are a lot of messages, right? So this will create an issue. We should always return sorting directly from database. We'll find a way to do that. Okay, you don't have to worry about this. So for now, this is working, and now the main problem is like we need to create a provider so that we can remove our set state and all of these things. Okay, so let's create our providers. Providers.dart. This is one, and first provider will be a simple provider, and this will be a feedback repository provider. Okay, this is so that we can directly create only one instance. We don't have to keep on creating instances. Okay, feedback repository. This is one. Second will be like what are we using set state for? Set state, the image path. Okay, that will be state provider. Image path state provider, and this will be of type string, by default empty. Okay, that is one. And what else do we need? This is image path, same thing. Yep, nothing as of now. We'll need one more, loading state. Okay, state provider, loading state, this one, and this by default will be boolean. This by default will be false. So we'll use this loading state when we upload an image, right? So that they don't keep on sending messages, we'll put a loading state here. Okay, so when you select with an image, this needs to be uploaded, right? And our system works like first we'll upload, then send the message. So yeah, let's start using them. First is feedback repository. So this is where we'll be using. We'll do ref.read feedback repository provider. That upload and just put an await. Okay, this is one. This is done. Then second will be a loading state. Okay, put a final is loading. Ref.state. Ref.watch. Loading state provider. So if it's loading, we don't send. Okay, we can't send message. So what we'll do here is where is our send icon button? Not this. Will be this one. So on pressed, if it's loading, don't do anything, or else this, and so this is where we'll change the state. Okay, so ref dot read loading state provider notifier dot state is equals to it's loading. Yeah, it's loading here, and the loading will complete after the message is sent, that is here. Okay, and we need now this image path also, right? Image path also needs to get refreshed, so we do ref.read image path set provider dot notifier dot state equals to empty. Okay, this is one, and the message controller, it can clear itself. So these are the cleanup for this. This one, this is where the for other set state we need to use this. So here, right? So we can just use let's do this, something like this, and remove the set state. Okay, we get this, and anywhere else. So this is select image, that is correct, and here also. So this is on when you cross click, right? Then it should get removed. So this is fine. So we do this one. And here image state provider. We need to keep looking on this, because now since this is not a set state, right? So it will not rebuild everything automatically. We need to do final image path equals to ref.watch image path state provider. We'll keep on watching this, and here is our image path. This one. So this is the image, right, where we use but where is that icon button? Okay, this is the icon button, right? Image path, this can be the image path, and this we can remove it for now. We don't need this. Okay, and let's restart. Let's see if everything works. So we have just transferred it from using set state to using provider state. Okay, so go to feedback. Everything seems to be working as of now. Send a message. Hello. Something is not correct. Let's do hello. Why does it flicker like this? It's because it's changing the state. Yeah, seems like. So if you go to provide feedback and if you send a message like hello, there is a blink, right? That means whole thing got reloaded. But why is that happening? Earlier we thought this is because of set state. Seems like that is not the only case. Okay, this is so we don't want to rebuild this whole thing, right? What we can do is remove this two thing from here. We put the consumer only on. So what will happen to this? Yeah, we can just put the consumer only on this. I put builder and put the consumer here. Text with that child. If you put this here, so only this much things will get rebuilt, not the whole thing. Let's see if this works. So now if I run hello, nothing gets rebuilt. Even if I change my working state, right, that is on start this will be true and both of the state will also be there. So now if I do something and click on send, H8 should be coming at the end. FGH. Yeah, this does work. Okay, that is fine. And we need to do one more thing. Can we somehow this list view, right? There's a physics. So let's see what this physics can help us. Okay, there's a controller, right? Okay. Let's see how controller can help us. Okay, so let scroll controller. Controller. We just want to go to the end. Okay, whenever you type a message, we want to go to the end. So to do scroll controller, and is control system. What is initial offset, and this will be create a control of I don't know what it takes. It takes 0.0. Okay, let's see. Controls scrollable widget. Scroll controllers are typically stored as a member variable in state object and are reused in each state.build. A single scroll controller can be used to control multiple scrollable widgets, but some operations such as reading the scroll offset requires the controller to be used with a single scrollable widget. Okay. So a controller creates a scroll position to manage the state specific to an individual scrollable widget to use a custom scroll position subclass control over it. My Flutter.widget is listening. List to get which can be controlled by scrollable, which is the lower level widget that creates an association position. This corporation or six are created and attached to this control will have their offset initialized to its value. This control is recreated. This property is set to false. The scroll offset is never saved, and it will scroll offset. Okay, let's see if this works. So here create a blank, and here on the controller, let's put a controller here. So controller, scroll controller, and test scroll offset. So save this. We need to restart. Okay, since this is outside of a build method, right? So everything that is outside of build that is not getting initialized. So, and we put a let, that means it will only initialize at the init state, right? So if you go to the bottom, and now if you type fgh, click on send. How do you auto scroll to the end? Okay, let's read a little bit on scroll. Okay, so that will bring up from. So scroll to the bottom of list view. So you want to always scroll to the bottom. Okay. So I have a scroll list view where the numbers of items can change dynamically whenever a new item is set at the end of the list. I would like to program this call. Okay, this is exactly the issue that we want. My guess is that I will need to create a scroll control in my state object and pass it manually to the list view constructor, so I can later call animate to jump to method to the controller. However, since I cannot easily determine the maximum of scroll, it seems impossible to simply make a scroll to end type operation, whereas I can easily pass 0.0 to make the scroll to the initial position. Okay. This one. So if you use strength of ratio with reverse to scrolling it to 0, so we'll do what we want. This is the message with the how does this work? It seems like if you put a reverse and string trap to true, right? You can just go to 0.0 and it will just be there. Okay, let's try this out. So first is string trap. Okay, string trap to true and reverse to true. So what does reverse do? Creates a scrollable linear arrays that are created on demand. This construct is appropriate. It's reverse. Let's see what reverse does. Vertical is direction and step. So it does not say what reverse basically is. Okay. So for example, if the reading direction is left to right and scroll direction is acceleration, the scroll view also reverse is false, and from right to left and scroll direction vertical, then scroll top to bottom when reverse is false, and from bottom. Okay, seems like that is not what we want, right? This is stupid. This is like reversing my list completely. We want that latest message in the bottom, right? Not at the top. Okay, so what we can do is whenever you type a new message, here we go to controller, scroll controller dot position dot maximum scroll extent, jump to there was one answer related to this, right, where you can jump to something. This one. So this is the part of code that we wanted. So what this will do is whenever you type a new message, right? So if you type F J, yep, this is good. And now if you even go back and come back, so this is not correct. So the initial, right, it should always go to the bottom actually. This serves the current offset and restores this if controllers is recreated. How do you initial scroll offset? Do something like this. I hardly believe we can, but let's see. I think this will throw because it's not declared, right? Will it work? Yeah, it's not been initialized, right? So what if we build a scroller up to this, then we do something like scroll controller dot, the same thing, right? The animate thing that we just did, right? This one, will this work? So let's restart. So we want that even on start, right, it should always scroll to the end. But if this is still not part of a controller, right, that means it's not part of a list view or some scrollable widget, uh, how will it know the position and max scroll extent, right, on init? Because init should run first before the build, right? Okay, there is some problem, we need to stop it. Restart once again. I will not get the so if you go there, this one, the assertion failed assertion. See, this is what I say, right? Since it's not attached to any scroll level, right? Then how are we supposed to know? Like, so we cannot run this before the build is called, right? So it needs to be somehow be on. We need to first put this on a list view or any scrollable widget, right? After that, we'll know what's the position and what's the max extent, right? So if you see here, we need to do only after this we can do this. So how do we do this? How do you do in this in the beginning? We learn how to do it in the end, right? Like you can just do an animate on the when you click on something, right? But how do you do in the start itself? some are suggesting like we can use a widget binding instance. I really have no idea how that is, so we can't use that. So you can only go to the extent after this has been declared. That it's already, we already have this. So the scroll controller, right here, the state. Can we do something on scroll controller? Can we list? Is this a at list? So register a closure to be called when the object changes. If the given closure is already registered, an additional instance is added and we remove this. It's added to stop being called. Let's move on and again. So there's no way on list view builder itself to go to the end. Looks like not. Destination behavior, click behavior. So it seems like there is something called widget binding dot instance. Never used it, so can't say more. So it's called widget binding. I've just used this when to in the main type, just to say that if everything is initialized, then do this. Like you see the main type. Flutter binding to ensure it's initialized, right? So it says here instance post. Add post from call. What is schedule a callback for the end of this frame. This provides callback is done immediately after a frame, just after the persistent frame callback, which is when the main rendering pipeline has been flushed. This message does not request any if a frame is already in progress and the execution of post from progress has not yet begun. So execute in order in which they have been added. Post from callback cannot be unregistered. They are called exactly once. Okay, so seems like we can use this, and here we can use the animate thing, and this will always run after you already have an instance of like the frame has been created. Let's try. So we already have the animate thing, right? So scroll control this one. So this, it says like this should work, but yeah, let's see. We need to restart this. This is on the init state. So the description is of this, it says like whenever the first frame is created, right, then this will run. So at least all the instances, and that means the scroll controller is already assigned to something, right? Because on the first frame it will already get assigned, right, to the list. Let's see if it works or just not how it works. No, it does not. If it says scroll controller is not attached to any scroll views. No. It does not work. That is how the description on Stack Overflow says it works. Like this does not fulfill out because it says still this scroll controller is not part of anything, right? We get the same error. Failed assertion, position scroll controller is not attached to any scroll views, right? So it's just like if this is not working, then we need to put some delayed time so that it happens after some time. Though that's also not a good way, right? It will not create a good user experience on it. The problem is just like since it's not the list view is not getting initialized, okay? So scroll controller is not getting attached to anything, so you don't get the position of it. I hope this is not because of late initialization. Not an issue. It should not be, right? Because it's already getting initialized there, right? it's not because of this. So if this does not work, then let's put a delete. So dot delete duration of like 500 millisecond. Just will do the callback just after like 400 milliseconds should be good. Like it is not a huge number, but let's see if this works. I really have no idea. You're just following the stack of points. It does, but it takes up some time, right? So it's something like 100. 250 should be good, right? It's like 1/4 of a second. Constant offset and this controller. Do we need to dispose it? Yep. Okay, let's restart it 1 second. So if you go here, click on this. But why does it needs to, right? We don't dispose. Like, can't it keep okay, we'll do one thing. We'll not do this, okay? I have to learn a little bit of like how you can do it initially, but this does not look a good way. Like scrolling this right in face is not good. We won't do this, okay? So go here, this one, and you need to scroll to the bottom. That is one. But if you type this works, okay? So if you type something like new message or something like this, right? This will work. And even if you put an image, caption here, click on this. And you'll get this, right? So this does work. So I think as a basic working feedback service, this should be good. Though we can provide one thing, like if it's not right, we put a button to jump to the bottom, right? Something like this. So what we can do is the scaffold, right? I'm not yet sure, but yeah, let's see. So this one. So floating action button. Action button. Right. Okay. need to put a text here. Jump to bottom. Okay, something like this. And the location of this can be in the bottom center. So floating action button location, floating location dot center bottom. Okay, so center where will this put? Something here, but we don't want it here, right? We want it somewhere here. So what we can do is we cannot make this floating. That is one thing. So where do we have the column? This one. So we have the text form field here, right? This is a row, and this is the column. So first is this one. Here's the container. So we can do something with this. If the image path, right? If image path is null, this image path is empty. Okay. If image path is empty, and that means we don't want when the image path will be there, it will be a picture here. That time we don't want to show. If image path is empty and scroll controller has client and scroll controller dot position dot max extent. So one second. So we wanted to know if it's a max scroll extent, right? Scroll controller, one second. Scroll controller dot position dot what is the pixel thing? So pixel is like the number of pixel offset in the opposite of the axis directly. And what is max scroll extent? Just want to see if like if this is at the end, right? If it's not, then we change it. So if this pixel is less, right? This is less. Okay, we can't put this, right? That is when we want to put that fill button. So we'll do a fill button here. I hope you are getting what I want to prove actually, right? So it will be more visible once it starts, right? Something like this. Here we can jump to bottom, right? When you click on this, we want to go to the bottom. Okay. So here you can just put the same thing, the scroll thing. So or scroll this one, something like this. So now you click on this. Okay, but why is this not disappearing? This is empty. True. This is true. This is true. But this should be false, right? Interesting thing. So what we can do is, so let's put a develop log. First is empty. So this should be true, that is we get it. And pixels, this one and one. Okay, let's see what the answer is. But why didn't we get now? Currently I really don't know. So if you click on this, you don't get it, right? But why? Click on it. So yeah, it's not, and this is still less, correct? And click once again. But now it's same, right? So true, and this will be false. Okay, I think this is mostly because the set state is not running, right? So this condition are not being checked again. It's being checked only at the first instance. Once this become false, this will never become true again. Interesting. So what we can do? This button will go away once we select an image, because once we select an image, the image state will start coming, right? So no. We don't see the change here. So let's select an image. Do hello, send. I can jump to bottom. It's same, right? So this state is not changing, that's why this button is already appear. It will always keep on appearing here. What we can do? So if we do something like this, so the scroll controller, right? We put a listener to it, and what the listener will do is something like scroll listener, something like this, okay? And dot grid, and here we'll put a state here, state provider, and reached, and something like this. So reached and state provider. By default, it will become boolean of false. Okay, and here dot notify dot state. First is we need to know if this controller, scroll controller, has a client. Okay, scroll controller has client. Okay, this controller will only run if there is client. That means it has got attached to something, right? So this one equals to scroll controller dot position dot pixels is equals to scroll controller dot position dot max collection, something like this. And here the scroll controller, what if we put something like this? So scroll controller dot add listener, put this. Register a closure to be called when an object changes. So if a given closure is already registered in addition, so this method must not be called after dispose has been called. Okay, if a listener is added twice, saying listener to submit object, and here on dispose what we can do is scroll controller dot remove listener, and we'll put the same listener. Okay, and here let's put some devlog to see do we get something. Dev.log listener trigger, something like this. Let's restart. So what I'm expecting is like if there's any change, right, then this listener, this closure will get called. But yeah, I'm not so sure of it. Let's see. So you go to this one, snapshot fired it says, and so listener triggered did not run. Okay, it did run. So it does run, right? So whenever you scroll it will run. Okay, that is good actually. So what we can do is we don't need to keep on changing, we just put something like this. So to this, it and let's do one thing. Oh, return state provider, this one. So if you watch this, okay, you need to watch everywhere. We are already watching this column. So here final reached and equals to watch. Keep on watching this, and if not this, just show this. Okay, let's see if it works. what does this tail show up? It's because 82 and 88. Okay, so it may not always be the same thing, right? So what we can do, at least for 10 pixel, okay, let's keep a gap of so what's the difference? So when you click on this, if you see there's a difference of 6 pixels, right? So 15 pixels will always be, this is our at least. So 15 pixel difference. So seems like sometimes the pixels may not match. Okay, it may not give you exact thing. So if you keep it 15 pixel of safe, right? So even if we go there, no. This is the correct. So okay, I think this should work out. That's it. So now if you go here, you get this, click on this once. It did not go, click once again. It went away, right? So here, and let's write hello. Click on send. Okay. So this issue will happen. Why I'm saying that is, if you see, this is taking up a size, right? Though the hello is already there, since this column is taking a size, some pixels, right, in the top of this. So this part is getting smaller, right? So what we can do is, instead of putting this in this column, this will also become here. So if did not reach, first is image path is empty. Okay, this is one check we need to do. So when you select an image, this should not be coming up. That is one. You can show up here. How can we remove this? So floating extend button does not work here is because of this, right? Because this we are putting at the end every time, right? If you see how we constructed this is, right, so we'll have a column and this will take up all the width except for this column, right, the next column. put this coding action button. Okay, I have one idea here. So top, center top, something here. This is a padding of only point. It's 24. Then you click on this, then you go, then we don't have this issue, right? Will that solve? Let's try. So this is the scroll that we need to do on the contrast. You click on this, you go to the bottom. That is correct, and watch. So what was the name of that provider? It was a reached end, right? Reached end state provider. If you're watching this, I don't know if it will keep on rebuilding things. So floating action button, yes, and it's not the end. If it is end, don't show anything or show this, right? Something like this. This is the end. Let's do like this. So now you come here, you can jump to the end, click on this, and this goes away. So now if I remove this part, this serves no purpose as of now. Since it's rebuilding, right, again it goes to the start. We have an issue of like rebuilding the whole thing. So if you change any state here, right, it builds the whole thing from start. But in this part, right, it's then it builds from the start. That is not what we want. it, and same thing here. So if it's and, just return null or else return this. Something like this, and jump to bottom. Sand. Click on down to bottom. Seems like working, like but sometimes it does not go to bottom, but it still disappear. Like if you see here, not now. So once again, if I scroll too much to the top, right, you click on jump to bottom. Okay, this time it did not happen. Yeah, this is fine. I think this is okay. It's not the best. I won't say this is the best, but yeah. You can still at least you get to know this is not the end, right? So if you go here and click on this, so it does not whenever this gets attached to a controller, then you don't get any call. You get only call when you scroll. Okay. There's one thing. Let's restart once again. So now you do get this because okay, you don't. I thought you got that, but seems no. So when you restart it, right? You do get this because the finisher is anyway. How did this come up then? It's because here this is by default false, right? No idea. This is how the default behavior will be. we can just make this true. So now things will work. So by default we get to true. That means jump to bottom will always be showing the first instance since we're not scrolling, right? So I think that is a good thing. So go here, you'll always have this now. No, that's correct. It's false. That is correct. It's not the end. So here at the end, no. So this should appear, right? So this is correct. But now when you go back, right? Go once again. Okay, do that. Okay, seems like it's working for some reason. Okay, here I don't get because the state was changed, right? So seems like there's no use of this keep scroll offset. Each time I scroll complete, save the current scroll offset with best storage and restore it to this controller. Scrollable is recreated. Okay, seems like I need to look on this more. But yeah, as of now, at least all the basic things are working. Some of the scroll concept it's not clear, but I think that will get cleared very soon. So you can go to this, and here if you can just scroll to the bottom, you can type something. When you type something, it will directly go to the bottom. Okay? Go to bottom, click on enter, you go to the bottom. That is correct as of now. So we don't have to think on this. In the tomorrow's next live, what we'll do is we'll create one more dummy app, so that when all the users send messages, right? So that there can be one more app that admin that I will be using to reply all of them, right? That should be similar to this. It should just copy paste the same thing, but instead of that, it will have some users, right? So where to whom the message should be sent, that part, and that should be easy. Okay, so. I think this is fine as of now, and yeah, I think this should be for today. That is what we were planning to do. I thought it will get completed soon, but it took some more time than we expected. Yeah, it happens. So yeah, I think that's for today. It's almost been more than 120 minutes. So thank you everyone for watching, and I'll catch you on the next live. Bye.